record. Okay, so hey, Boris shows up right when we start recording. All right, guys, so we're going to start recording these and putting them out because some of the members that can't make it, especially during this time frame, and hopefully to encourage more people to show up. The main reason.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I'm on 4%. So can I just say my part and hopefully the better last? We just started, yeah?
Yep. Yeah, go for it, Boris.
Sweet. Oh my God, 3%. Okay, time to be fast. So essentially, it's crazy. It's been million claims, quadrillion claims this last week. But is anyone doing stuff on Scroll or Hyperlane? That's my question for everyone.
No.
No?
I recommend we do.
Yeah, like pronto. Like Scroll is gonna have airdrop this half of the year, and Hyperlane is the last big interoperability protocol. Like it takes you 5 minutes to send a couple thousand or $100, preferably thousands, in Hyperlane, and just follow the steps I've outlined in the last post from this Friday. If you would just do some of these things every couple of weeks, you're probably going to be super happy that you did. So like that's just literally all you have to do. I'm just here to remind you to do that because the strategy is the same, really. Like you just need to click some buttons, send some funds between different chains using a tokenless protocol. That's all. Like this is Airdrops 101. So, it takes very little time, very little effort, but if you do it in 3 to 6 months, you will see the results and you will probably have much more incentive to continue doing that. That's just my 2 cents. That's all. Hyperlane, you have the Nexus bridge, you have the Merkley. Does anybody know about Merkley? It's a token bridge between different chains. Merkley, Minter by Merkley. Are you familiar with this one?
Never heard of it.
No? Okay, well, if you're sending funds between different chains, I would highly recommend Merkley. Minter by Merkley is probably the best one out there because it uses Hyperlane tech, layer 0 airdrop, polyhedra airdrop. This is the last big one that's probably going to be in thousands of dollars per wallet. Guys, the formula is there. I don't need to repeat myself every time. I'm just wishing the best for everyone because the results are in and they are really worth it. But steps are outlined. You have the post. That's literally all I'm gonna say.
Hey, we appreciate you doing this, Boris.
I know. I want one person other than Chris maybe to get a couple $1,000, and then we'll get the snowball going. The avalanche.
Chris is the only one with that much money.
He made over $1,000 with an Dojo Swap airdrop. Come on, like.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
Yeah, like it's really there. Like it's just there for the taking. You just need to put solid effort. It's annoying, But yeah, anyway, that's my rant. Guidelines, guide/rant. I really wish it works for everyone. Not just for a select few. Everybody should do it, but nobody does it. It's great for us, but be in the minority. That's all I'm gonna say. Scroll, guys. Just go to DeFi Llama, go to Scroll, all the dApps on Scroll. Just bridge funds in. You can bridge with Hyperlane, so it's a 2-in-1. When you bridge funds in, just do some monthly transactions. You don't have to do weekly transactions. Ideally, you want to do weekly, but monthly is all you need. Monthly, like half an hour a month on one wallet. If you do 10 wallets, you're gonna make 5 figures probably. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. Maybe it's not guaranteed. Just do a couple wallets. That's all. That is my heartfelt recommendation.
Yeah, these are transaction based, right? They're not liquidity staking.
Volume. You want to do swaps and you want to provide liquidity. So how I do this, I basically make volume in transactions, so swaps, and then when I go to bed, I simply put funds in the liquidity pool. So I get hours and days in liquidity pool provision while I'm sleeping, and it also generates me some minor fees as well. But you get both liquidity and swaps. You want to get 5,000 to 10,000 volume minimum over the course of a couple months. That's the golden rule. If you have a couple $1,000 in volume over a prolonged period of time, you'll be perfectly fine. Like it's eventually going to have an airdrop. That's almost guaranteed. So You just need to position yourself before it's obvious. That's the magic formula. If you position before it's obvious, you are golden. That's everything. That's everything. You need to be ahead. So yeah, any questions while the battery is still there? No? Perfect. Then my job here is done. All right. So have a beautiful rest of the session. And yeah, just follow the stuff that I've outlined on Friday. It's very straightforward. Bridging, swap, liquidity, weekly activity is perfect, monthly minimum. All right, guys, have a beautiful, beautiful day. I can't believe it actually survived. Ciao. Bye.
And with this being recorded, I'll just say Boris is fun. He's like a Tasmanian devil that just pops in and zooms on out.
I should have asked him, do they have a Telegram? Or they just do mostly on Twitter?
You mean for Boris' stuff specifically?
Guess
Or,
is there like a Cosmos Telegram or
oh, that I'm
or
not sure.
just I think Chris and Boris both have just talked about Twitter.
Yeah, Boris is mainly lives in Twitter. He does have a Telegram, but the Telegram has 5 people in it, and I'm one of the 5, and it's one message every like 3 weeks. So
Oh, okay.
I mean, if we had more of Pi getting into it to where there's a lot more users, I'm pretty sure the messages could increase.
Gotcha.
So, but he's all over Twitter. I'm actually following him on Twitter, and then like I see what he's following too. One of the messages he just posted, I think it was CCS, but they were talking about the different types of activities required for airdrops. And that's why I asked him the question, is what he's recommending for us to try, for everybody that's new to it, more transaction based, because it's easy to, rack up transactions. It takes time. Or if it's volume based, because some of the airdrops are based on the amount of liquidity you provide for a certain amount of time. So if you have, if you have like $1 million to set over there, then you'll get a good share of airdrops. But if you have $100 to put over there, then those type of airdrop activities based on volume is probably not going to do very much if you only have $100, whereas the transaction ones you can do, even if you have $100, you can use that same $100 like 50 times and it counts as $5,000 worth of transactional volume. You just have to sit there and do it 50 times. So it's two different ways to qualify for airdrops, and every airdrop is a little different.
I was wondering about that with crypto.com's always posting giveaways for like trade here, try this. And
Yep.
it's like volume based stuff mainly.
Yeah, I think it's volume, yeah. And then they also do competitions on there for like the top 5 people that guess the correct direction of Bitcoin today will win something, or or if you guess correctly 5 times in a row, you get something, whatever. They're it's kind of an addicting thing they put on their app for you to go in there to be able to say, like, literally all you have to say is Bitcoin's going up or Bitcoin's going down. You don't even have to put a number in there. So it's kind of like a gambling game where you can actually win something. So
Chris, one question. Like, I didn't get what he was saying, but he was he saying Myrtle? He said some sort of
yeah. Yeah, he was saying Merkle. He says it's a Merkle service. With Merkle, you can, I believe, earn rewards for staking in a liquidity pool without doing anything on Merkle. Merkle's kind of like a advertising platform, but Merkle's tied to a different bridging protocol that I think he said was Minter. I don't know that one. All I know is I get Merkle rewards when I'm staking in some of the farms.
okay.
What is it you think he said?
I thought he said mentor or Minter, MINTER is the way that I took that. I haven't looked into it.
Okay, how do you
But
spell
Merkle is Merkl. I don't think there's an E on the end of it.
Okay.
Let's see here. We go.
Okay. Thank you.
And he is true. I did get about $1,000 worth of airdrops from Dojo Swap when it first started, but nothing they've done recently is even close to that.
I noticed I have bento tokens. I don't even know what they are or they came from. They're in my Rabby wallet. I started looking at my stuff again, and I mean, I'm assuming it's legit because it showed up as not a scam token.
Great.
Well, maybe, maybe not. The way to research that is you want to in your Rabby wallet, you can identify the contract address of that token, and then you can go look that up on CoinMarketCap. And if it's not there, you can Google that token address, or you can go to the blockchain and look up that address just to verify what they say. But generally, it's on CoinMarketCap. But like the Bento token, Toby token, there's a few others that you're given as rewards for participating in liquidity pools on the base chain. And I haven't ever come across any that are really worth anything except for maybe the Toby meme coin. And I got like $25 or something.
Yeah, mine's worth 49 cents, and I've got like hundreds of thousands of them. And I'm thinking, well, won't be going to the bank for that.
No, that barely covers the gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have 8 million bento. I was just looking and it's 45 cents. So
Mhm. It's always fun. I mean, especially when you're staking on Aerodrome, because they send out, they're like, oh, you're a staker on Aerodrome. You must be interested in all these other things that we have. And they send out a bunch of these things to your wallet. And then, maybe you are, maybe you aren't. But especially if you stake Arrow token on Aerodrome and you get your VE Arrow. So you can then start collecting a portion of the trading fees, but you also get a portion of the incentives. And some of the incentives are just random meme coins you've never heard of before. And some of them are actually more Arrow or more USDC. And I consider those to have more value. But you have to stake quite a lot of VE Arrow to get something substantial. I have about $100 of VE Arrow just in there to figure out how to work. And that's Arrow at today's price, not Arrow at the price it used to be. And it's okay, but I mean, it does increase the ROI, but it's never more for $100 worth. It's never more than like 60 cents per week, and they have weekly epics. So that being said, if you wanted to get in on that for the free portion of fees and the free incentives, I mean, you're going to have to put up some serious money to get some serious money, because that was more developed on that platform to be based for like all of Pi got together and they put in a deposit of $100,000 to own a share of Aerodrome. It's not really made for the individual investor, because you have to put up so much money locked up in one protocol to get something of substance. So I'm not going to go any deeper personally on VE Arrow. I have my $100. I'll just use that once a week, but it makes more sense for me just to put that Arrow in like an Arrow USDC pool or an Arrow wrapped Ethereum pool or something, and I'll actually get more bang for the buck in something like that. Yeah, you can actually go buy people's VE Arrow positions when they went out. They put them on a third-party website and they sell them because they're just NFTs. And some of them you can get for 50 cents on the dollar, and then based on the price of what Arrow is at the moment, it may be $2 per dollar. So you just have to be careful on which one you buy. But some of them literally are $200,000 positions. So unless that one's 10 cents on the dollar, that one's out of my range. So even if it's 5 cents, no, I think 5 cents on the dollar would be better. So.
I was wondering if what anyone's thoughts are on Boris moving his Friday to Monday. Was Friday just a voted on pick day, or?
I'm not sure why. I think he did a poll at one time, but I think he's seen the participation drop. So I mean, he'd probably be open to it.
I know about Friday, I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, every Friday I have every intention to join, but life tends to always get in the way on that exact time slot.
It's been enough life for the week. I don't know if you think it's worth mentioning to him, maybe do that. I mean, so we have today's Zoom, we have Sunday's Zoom, today's Zoom, Wednesday's Zoom, and Thursdays. And what the other two are 30 minutes. And yeah, he would be open to that, I'm sure.
What,
I'll post.
It would work better for
I'll
me
make a
too.
post right now about it.
what time
Huh?
zone is he in?
I'll make a post and ask him.
Okay.
What time zone is he in right now? Because it's evening, but I don't know what time it is.
Yeah, it was dark. Oh, there he is.
I'm not sure where he is.
Yeah, I think for this call, like as soon as this call's over, he generally gets ready to go to bed.
I think it's
Right.
10 o'clock
Um,
there right now. 3 here, 10 there.
Is it Tuesday or is it?
Tuesday, if I'm guessing the right country. I think he said Romania, but I mean somewhere Eastern Europe, but that would put him either Tuesday around 10 or 11.
Yeah, Romania says 10 p.m. almost on Tuesday. So
That's
yeah.
cool. I visit Romania every time I go out to access Radium and pull my rewards.
You know where you are. Yes, I wonder how he does that. What is it, at 5 or 6 on Friday? 5?
Right. So if he's doing it at 5 or
2
is it
o'clock in the
4 or
morning.
5 on Friday, if he's 8 hours ahead, man, it's
2 a.m. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I call that a commitment, and I don't blame him for saying it. Somebody else is. Because his are not videoed, right?
No, they're videoed and they put them up there.
Or do they? Okay. I think I have seen.
I mean, he doesn't.
Well, maybe
live and post them.
if Friday's working for him, maybe I'll just use. Well, I mean, I might use Monday as time to go and listen to those. I'll probably go back to the beginning.
I don't think there's that many people showing up on Friday at, I think it's 5:30. And that's kind of, I mean, Friday's the start of the weekend, and I think it's late, so he's probably gone out and going to bed when he's doing it. So I mean, he would be open to another day and earlier in the day. Because normally there's maybe on a good day, maybe 4 or 5 people, and then sometimes it's only 2, which is great for the 2 people who were there, but.
Yeah, it's almost
yeah.
like personal coaching.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then
that one session he did when he was clicking around buttons and showing things on the screen, I think I got some positive feedback from that.
Yeah, he did a like a train. This is how you actually do it, which was great.
Where is that video? Is that like one of his first ones?
Not really the first.
Maybe.
Well, if anybody sees it, if you would DM me or something, that would be great. I'll look for it as well.
Yeah, he was, it was one where he was talking about like, next time, make sure you come prepared with Ethereum in your wallet and stuff.
Yeah, and he showed us how to switch into I can't remember what chain he was on, but he slowed down because we would say, hey, like you're going too fast, and so which was great. So yeah, that one was good. I'll see if I can find it.
I would appreciate that, Sharon. Thank you. You might know what he looks like on the screen, you know? When he posted it. Did you look at his posting afterwards?
No.
Hmm. I think David has a surprise coming up next week.
Who, me? Oh yeah, yeah. I was trying to make everybody tune in to the new thing I'm gonna post next week.
You made it
And
exciting.
I haven't even mentioned it either. Chris, don't forget to send me those affiliates, Chris, and I'll get your new thing or the new thing with your affiliate links posted.
Okay, I can do that.
Try to make everybody tune into the new Make Money Mondays thing.
Making money with Mondays. We should make it a Bob Barker theme or something.
Let's spin a wheel. $10,000 in airdrops.
Yeah, I sent out for the yield farming co-op, I sent out the rewards yesterday, so everybody got those.
Woohoo.
So that group's going great, and the market turned around. So like, it was funny. I went to bed and I was like, my wallet's only, it's down 25%. What's going on? Maybe I'm questioning myself. And then I turn around the next day and it's back up to full value plus 5%. I'm like, that's why I'm doing this. Just
Sleep peacefully, right?
What's that?
And make yourself sleep peacefully.
That's right. That's right. But I'm like, it's investing. That's what investing does with all investments, up and down.
So what rewards did you send out yesterday? I think I'm just in the NFTs.
Yeah, yesterday's rewards was for the community fan favorite votes from Sunday's meeting for the 49-week
I
challenge.
like that.
Yeah.
Do you have a Meta Angels update?
They're still being audited, so they had to. So the big thing on that one was they needed to change the way in which they burned the NFTs. Because in that game, all the cards are NFTs. Everything in that ecosystem is going to be based on NFTs, and for some reason, the way they implemented the burning of the NFTs was not either secure or final. So the auditing company pointed it out. So they had to reprogram how they were going to burn those out of existence. I'm like, it seems pretty easy to like send them to the dead address. I don't know why they didn't do that in the beginning, but whatever. So they were reprogramming that, and then they had a couple of little UI tweaks that they needed to make based on the audit testing. So they are working on it. They just launched a yield farming protocol on top of everything else that they're doing. It's called the 8-bit farms. It was heavily promoted by Scott the investor and a few other people. But basically it's doing what we do for the yield for the YFC. So and also for Bootleggers Run, it's the exact same thing. So no need to join that one if you're already in the other two.
So is this Meta Angels, is that worldwide? I mean, is that people playing worldwide or?
Yep. They're hoping it's worldwide. I'm hoping it's worldwide.
I was wondering if they have to have SEC filings and stuff.
No, this is just this is a game, just like a collector's game. So they put out a message the other day, and so Foodtopian guys in England are having difficulty getting their real world money back into crypto. And it's not necessarily the UK government, but it's their bank. Every time that they try to put money into crypto, their bank freezes their accounts. And they can't even like go buy groceries.
Wow.
So I was like, why don't you change banks? They're like, well, we've been here for 20 years. I'm like, evidently it's not a relationship that's working. You know, if they knew you for 20 years, then they would actually do something. So they went and I think now the last straw was like one of them, their washer and dryer went out and the wife couldn't buy a new one. So they're like, okay, that's it. It's one thing when it affects what we're doing, but it's something else that affects my wife. So so they went and they're changing banks, but regardless, they're saying that it's not their original design for continuously putting in profits from the food trucks isn't sustainable for what they're doing. So they had to stand up the farming program to generate crypto from crypto rather than moving real money into the blockchain. So they're going to be using that 8-bit farming protocol that just launched to well, to run itself and to do what it's supposed to, but also to make money to pay all of us that have the Foodtopian NFTs, like the burgers and the fries and all that type of thing, as well as the other NFTs they have going on, and their platinum and titanium NFTs that they owe us payments on. They're going to be generating yield from the farms to do that. And then once Meta Angels finally launches, then they'll take profits from that to supplement everything so that we can get back on track for all the payments that they owe us. So, but we'll see.
That'll be a big first payment.
What's that?
That'll be a big first payment.
I mean, that would be great. If it was all in one payment, I would love that. But it's probably not going to be like that.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be doing some sort of they had hinted to it, a NFT buyback program, so because they want to get all the NFTs off of the Binance chain. They want them all on Pulse, unless they change their mind again. So anyway, that was the last thing they put in their group, but they're all focused on profits from SwapX, which is a new blockchain that's supposed to launch here pretty soon. And I think I got 2 of the SwapX DEX NFTs that were supposed to be lifetime of profits, but we'll see. I think they bought 10 of them. The numbers are very encouraging on those NFTs. They're not for sale anymore. They were sold out during pre-sale. So they're focused on that. They're focused on the yield farming, and they're focusing on fixing up and getting Meta Angels out before they do anything else. At least that's what they said this week. So
Are those the NFTs that you and Denise bought? Are those the same ones?
no, they're different. Yeah, you had to be on a promoter list to be able to get access to them during the pre-sales. But if anybody is on SparkSwap and has a position over there, they just launched their perpetuals trading so that you don't have to leave the Pulse chain anymore to go trade Bitcoin and Ethereum. So that's a pretty cool little feature they added to their DEX, and that's adding profits from that trading, which they've already done $6.5 million worth of trading on it since they opened. But the profits from that is also going to go to increase the Spark token price, which will be good. And they're about to launch that same perpetuals trading feature over on Cedo Swap as well, if you would rather do it through that DEX than through Spark Swap. So sorry for the crinkling. I've been trying to open this bag of sunflower seeds for the last 20 minutes and it's just not coming open.
I couldn't even hear it.
At church, they give us snacks, and I always try to find the opportune time to open the bag, like right in the middle of everything.
Like, and let's pull out the hymnals right now.
Gotta eat.
That's right. People got to eat.
Especially if I need to stay awake. I need something.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a sign you need to go to a different church with some better music or something.
What?
The problem was this week, he's like, okay, now we're going to take some quiet time. I'm like, oh, that's not going to be good. All right, everybody close your eyes. We're going to be quiet for a minute.
Sure thing.
I wasn't quiet. Sorry.
Somebody raises their hand and says, how do you do that?
You started out quiet, but then all of a sudden you're snoring.
Yeah.
Oh, did you? Oh, you went to sleep?
Not really. There was a struggle there for a little bit though.
I would have been tapping.
Yeah, I've had that trouble.
It was a busy weekend, so sleep was coming at a premium. So, but we survived.
Nice.
When is your daughter's wedding?
End of June. Yeah. June 26th, 28th. I can't remember, whatever that Saturday is. Yep, it is coming. June 29th.
Have you watched all the Father of the Bride movies? Because you need to be prepared.
How many are there? I think I have, but there's several of them, aren't there?
I think there's 3.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen them all.
Definitely 2, but I think 3.
Yeah, I know for sure I've seen. Yeah, we've seen 1 and 2 for sure. So
Every party has a pooper, and that pooper is you, George Banks. Yep.
We'll help you hang in there in stressful moments.
yeah, we've got a lot of stuff going on. So I was telling these guys before we started, this week is just crazy hectic. So my daughter's got 4 different, well, graduation on Friday, but then aside from that, 3 different performances. One this past Saturday, and then 2 this week, and then graduation Friday, and then wedding in a month. So it's a crazy time of the year for sure, between graduations and everything else going on. So
Yes. It's a crazy time of year every year.
yeah.
Plus you have extras. What's her performance? What does she do?
She's going to school on a full ride vocal scholarship. So she's vocal music. She had a vocal music concert Saturday, and then she's also does dance. So she's got a vocal recital tonight and then a dance showcase tomorrow. So she's basically been dancing since she's about 3 years old. So it's been a thing. She was in competitive dance for a long time as well. So it's kind of bittersweet because since she's basically done with school for now, unless she decides to go back some other time, but as of right now she's done. So tomorrow will be her last ever, I say ever, she'll dance some more, but that'll be her last ever dance performance. So it'll be my emotions are all over the place here lately. So
Oh, not bad.
So, yeah,
Why?
it'll be good. It'll be good.
Beginning and a wedding.
Yeah, and the wedding too. So I got to be careful what songs I listen to right now, and watching her dance and sing and all that's gonna be it's been good, but it's still just like, okay, gotta keep it together.
Don't y'all have a community theater?
Yeah, I don't know. They live in a kind of a neighboring town, and I don't know that they have anything there locally. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what she's gonna do. I'm sure she won't be done dancing. It's just that the organized, as far as in school or competitive dance and all that, I don't know that she'll do anything else with that. So, but we'll see. She might. She actually still she teaches littles in another small town close to us, one of the suburbs. She enjoys that. So she's still doing some of that. And my guess is when she's out there, she'll probably find the time to do a little dancing for herself, but we'll see. I've asked her before if she wants to start and run a dance studio, and she's not interested in that. So
Aw,
yeah, she's good. She likes working with the littles, so maybe she'll figure out something.
we have one of those here. It's called 5678. And it
Mhm.
just thrives because they make it fun.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's fun to watch them too. So
Yes.
Hey, as a side way of pitching the strategy sessions with Travis and Chris and Jeremy. Chris, did Tony get in touch with you? Or I think it was Tony.
Yes, we set up
And is that Miss Tony here that's here in the thing?
I
It's
think
also
so.
my way of trying to get Tony to show us a picture and
Yeah.
all.
It's me.
Okay, good, good. I just want to make sure you got in touch with the wizard.
The wizard. Yes. Thank you.
Awesome.
Who is the wizard?
That'd be
That's
me.
Chris. Chris is the
Oh, of
the
course he is.
spreadsheet tech wizard.
Didn't know we had named him that.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, I've got a picture I worked up. I'll post it later, and so everybody can see the wizard.
Yeah,
picture.
you made an official post and everything. It's official.
How did I miss it? Oh, well, it's not been posted though, right?
Oh, it's been posted twice.
Well,
Let's
good
see.
miss.
I'll
Oh,
pop
I
on there
missed
and do it
something.
again.
Every time I
Hey, so
see
that's a
something-
win for me though. We brought up another topic. I pitched the strategy sessions, and we got to see Miss Tony for a brief second. So
Mhm.
that is a win.
Hey Dave, how's your lofty investment going?
It is going slow. Matter of fact, I'll see if I can pull it up while we're talking. I mean, I'm enjoying it because it's safe, but yeah, it's kind of slow. I just got a new computer and a new monitor, and everything I used to be signed into is now I have to sign into everything again.
So I was on James Pelton's fractional session today. So, but I mean, the minimum amounts for that is not $50. I take it.
No, I signed out of that one once I realized how high dollar that one was.
Okay.
I didn't catch it. What level is that?
They started talking about like call in to our salespeople kind of a thing, and we'll get you invested. It started sounding more and more like thousands, which I mean doesn't mean it's not a good thing. It just means that my pie pieces aren't that high yet for an initial investment.
Yep.
Yeah, I got the impression was the minimum was 5,000. I could be wrong. Maybe it was the type of property characteristics.
Yep. Well, we just I mean there's so many options out there for that fractional real estate ownership. I mean, we got 4 of them posted right there on the Pi website.
Yeah, you know what, I've wanted to participate in some of them, but I'm just thinking I was waiting to hear the feedback from others who have. If it's I mean, and if it's slow growing, that's fine too, as long as it's consistent.
Yeah, I'm not in any of those. I'm just, I guess I'm putting all my eggs into the yield farming basket. So,
And it's going well for you. And it's going well for everybody.
I found a pool today that I jumped in that I'm almost done with the write-up. It'll be tomorrow's release, but it's doing 45% a month. It's pretty nice.
That's not bad. 45% a month.
That'll work.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's okay.
So so the question is, are you looking at 10 pools, or like, are you going to build it up to 10 and no more?
No, I'm gonna continue on with it, because people can then have options. They don't have to do only the ones, they don't have to do all the ones listed, right? I think the easiest strategy for folks honestly would be one pool, but that's not very diversified. It's not very risk averse. So, in my mind, looking at how my capital is laid out, I think 10 is a really good sustainable number. Making sure that all of your 10 are producing about the same on average, and that if one of them happened to go down for whatever reason, like it stopped performing or the token tanked or something happened with the Pulse blockchain as an example, then the other 9 farms or 8 farms would be able to kick over and help maintain your weekly earning. So I think having 10 is a good number. I mean, and then plus if you're not using any automation tools, if you're doing greater than 10, it's not going to be very quick, because some of these blockchain transactions can take 30 seconds, but some of them can take 5 minutes sometimes when it's slow, and if you're doing 10 positions at 5 minutes, including the record keeping, then that's an hour every time you cycle through your farms.
And that's assuming you're not using Orca.
Yeah, well, Orca actually was pretty fast yesterday. What was not fast was Radium. So Radium was super slow, but on Orca, I went to the liquidity profile page where you can do one position at a time. And that was pretty fast. I didn't have any problems. And then swapping, I just went over to Jupiter and did the swaps over there. So I had the 2 tabs up, made it real fast.
You must have the magic, because I've been trying to harvest one of my farms for 2 days.
Well, yeah, I might do it at 2 a.m. Texas time. Just saying. Just kidding. You gotta pick your time of day.
Yeah.
No, which pool is it that's giving you the hard time?
It's a meme coin. It's the noob. This time it's noob, but it isn't always that one. Sometimes it's different stuff. But like right now, I just tried it again just for the heck of it. And it'll build the transaction. I'm using the portfolio page. It'll build the transaction. It has that little pop-up, but it doesn't ever give me the wallet confirmation. Or sometimes it'll give me the wallet confirmation. So I'm using Ravi. So Ravi will pop up and I'll hit that, but it never actually goes through. So
so for Solana, I never use Ravi. I always use only XDeFi.
you know what? I apologize. Yes, that's it. That is what I'm using. Sorry.
Okay, no worries.
I can't do it on Ravi. Yeah, it's XDeFi.
The other thing you might want to try is go down to the very bottom and increase your slippage. It's not shown by default. You have to click on either about or more. I forget the name of the link at the very bottom of the page, but it's right. It's a link right above the little button to press.
Nope, I don't see it. More about. Sometimes I don't ever even get like, I don't know that it's always slippage though, because sometimes I don't even get the pop-up.
Mm.
If I got the pop-up and then something happened, then I don't know.
And are you doing VPN or no?
I'm not currently.
Okay. Yeah, I don't either. For work anyway. For Radium, you have to.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. And then sometimes it'll go through and I don't know. It's strange.
Yeah,
So
but
I try it for a little bit, and then I go do something else, and I try it for a little bit.
I don't ever do any meme coins over there except for one. I got the Book of Meme because it was by the same creator that made Pepe, and Pepe was a success. So that's why I went with Book of Meme. But so far, it has not been a success. So I only put $100 into it just to see what would happen.
Yeah, I threw very little into these. I will say I've almost quadrupled my money, but I only threw $40 into it. So
It's not bad.
yeah, but I mean, if I can't get it out, it doesn't matter.
That's true. It's all dashboard money at that point.
Right. Yeah. Although I haven't tried removing my position. Oh, see, now it's going to do it. So I tried it again. Now it's going to give me the XD5 pop-up. So we'll see if it actually goes through. Maybe.
It's like we're talking to you, XD5.
Yeah.
Got our eye on you. But I'm pretty excited. The whole community pretty much said absolutely they want to see us do a farmer's almanac. So I'm starting to transfer funds over so we can start up that brand new wallet and do everything from scratch and everything on video.
Yeah, that'll be good. I'm excited.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's just not going to cooperate. Oh, it went through. Holy cow.
Holy cow. How about that?
It's because you were on here with Chris. He's got magic
usually the way
hands
it
or
works.
something.
This is what happens at tech hours.
That's right.
Yeah.
We
That's why
solved
my
it.
tech support always went to when I was in IT. It's like, hey, this isn't working. I'm like, well, have you tried this, tried this, tried this? Yeah, I've done all that stuff. Okay, I'll come down. You walk down there and it's like, oh, it just started working right when you walked up. Okay. Must be me.
That's what tech hours is here for. We're going to solve some tech issues.
Must be me. All right. Well, I do have to bail. I've got a couple things I got to work on, but you all are welcome to continue without me.
Cool. Is anybody in War 5 bots besides me? Maybe.
I got into it, but with like bare minimum.
Got it. So last month they had posted all month long, oh, this is the most profitable month we had in a long time. We're way over everything. And then came time for them to announce the actual words. They're like, well, we decided to leave some trades open for the benefit of the group, and your returns were only 2%.
Wow.
So I was like, oh, well, and then they went on to this long discourse about, being green for 29 months in a row. And I'm like, yeah, but at 2%, that, I might as well just come over here to Wells Fargo and get a high yield savings account. So
yeah. Or buy a Pi NFT.
Definitely a Pi NFT. We're getting more than 2%.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that was kind of disappointing last month for that. And then they have a sister project, which is the Dragonborn, I think. Anyway, they had similar issues. I think it was the underlying trading bots from Shiny Jackal that did it to both projects. And then Elephant Token, I don't know, did you sell all yours, Dr. Power, or did you never have?
I sold out, made a decent little profit, and it just got too confusing for me for a while.
Still is. So they went and they did a community vote to determine, apparently there's this organization called Savannah House, which is going to be the new governance for Elephant Token or Elephant Money ecosystem. So Bank Teller can quote step out, but I'm pretty sure he's in the Savannah House. But anyway, so they allocated a lot of money from the Elephant Treasury to allow that organization to get bootstrapped into existence. And it was very clear on the voting that 28% of the community said don't give them anything. That they should, if they're going to be taken over, they should have their own funds. Don't take it from the protocol. And then all the other options were less than 28%. But then in the write-up, they said overwhelming majority support to give these people some bootstrap funds, and they're getting 3 trillion elephant tokens.
Wow.
And I'm like, but the screenshot that you showed said 28% was against, and the only thing close to that was 26% that said yes. So I guess you just wanted to give them money anyway. But when that happened, though, the price of the elephant went up, and the personal bonus went up on the futures for a short time frame. And they implemented the rainy day fund. So if you want to get out of elephant futures, you get your funds out at a 50% discount of what is shown on the dashboard. So you give up half to get an immediate withdrawal. Yeah, I can't figure. I had a one-on-one conversation actually with BT over Telegram for a couple of exchanges, and I asked him. I said, "Well, what's going on with Elephant Token?" He's like, "That's the extreme long-term store of value. So if you are bullish about the ecosystem, it's good to have Elephant Token today." And I said, "Well, how much Elephant Token do you have?" He's like, "None." I'm like, "Okay." And why is that? He's like, well, because I had people question my motives as an elephant token holder, so I sold all my elephant token to prove them wrong. And I said, okay, and that would explain why you're not promoting elephant token anymore. He's like, yeah, we're promoting Trunk right now. So Trunk is the thing that is driving the value. I was like, well, how much Trunk do you have? He's like, well, you can see my posts. I have over $300,000 of Trunk, and I keep adding to it. I'm like, okay, this is not feeling right to me, so I'm out.
Yeah.
So I'm doing
And
all I
after
can.
2023, I mean, 1 or 2 changes, 1 or 2 blips, and I just completely lose faith in that project,
Yep. Yeah. I mean, there's still a lot of people that are bullish about it, but I'm not so much. It's too much that the community has to do together to keep the percentages up where they advertise. And there's so many people in that community that are not there for the long term. So it's going to make it hard for those percentages to be maintained. And I don't know if you ever talked to BT directly, but
No.
that guy's kind of on the rude side, like a little bit on the like a whole lot on the rude side. So
Yeah. Would you say he's like Manny or not as bad?
He is very close to that level. Very close to that level.
Oh, see, that gives me a clear indication of where he's at then.
Yep.
That's a shame though. I mean, just like Manny, I mean, it had something amazing and could have done something with it.
Yeah, it's not that his stuff isn't working. It's just that it's not as great as it once was. And I don't think that there's the ability for him to run away with funds, but it's going to take a lot longer to get your money out, especially if you get down to like $1,000 left in futures and you're trying to pull it out, and the most you can get is 15% a month, but that's only if you keep putting in $200. Otherwise it goes down to very, very little amounts. Like you have $4,000 in there and you're only able to pull out like $68. So it's not that great. He's like, oh, well, it's a savings account. You're supposed to put in 200 every month. I'm like, yeah, but savings account allows you to withdraw. Like seriously. Yeah. So anyway, I don't recommend that. And then I just finished my 2nd month with AlgoZone, and results are no better than month number 1. I've had 2 losing months in a row on top of the losses before that. So I put in 1,800 and I now have $780 left.
Wow.
So I would definitely not do anything AlgoZone related. And I've been waiting for them to go over a weekend without any open trades so I can pull all the money out. But they keep having open trades over the weekend, so I can't. So I need to get in touch with that team over there to tell them to stop trading on my account so I can just close everything out.
Yeah, that sounds like Hive and Automated Capital. I mean, when I was in those, it was just a steady walk straight to nothing.
I mean, they'll have like oh, you know, and they'll post in a Telegram channel. We had gains of 0.55% today. I'm like, great. Let me go check my daily results. No, your account had a negative $6, but overall somehow we had a positive gain of 0.55%. So
Yeah. Yep. At least when I see Monstro post that stuff in Telegram, I mean, I see it every Wednesday.
mm-hmm.
Yep, and it's there. Yep.
Plus, you can go out on Monstro and you can go pull up their DBank profile and you can see everything that they're invested in.
Yeah. Yep. Plus, they're a heck of a lot more fun than anything that was Forex.
Yeah, they're getting really close to launching their game, which is gonna really kick up some revenues, hopefully. And they're continuously having large treasuries stop by from other projects to invest like 10 to 50 grand with them at a time. And
That's a good sign.
Yep. So they're super trusted in the space and they keep delivering. I mean, the weekly payouts right now have kind of slowed down a little bit, but that was due to what the market was doing. So I'm hoping that it's going to shift back up. If I were them, I would shift some of their ranges, but I'm not them, so I don't know their style 100%. But Sharon, did you still have those?
I have some tokens. Yeah, I have. I think I have at least 12. I just like I was selling them, and then I got sort of distracted doing my taxes. But if you're still interested, I'll sell them. There's one investment that they, and I don't think they directly invested in it, but it just didn't sit right with me. I didn't feel right about it, so I'm getting out.
Which one did they did you not like?
It was the nudity that I named it since then, and I kind of just thought, hey, you know what? And like I had a discussion with, you know what? I think it's a great, not that particular project, but I really did like Monstros. But I just thought, you know what? I don't know. I got a check in my spirit, and I just thought, nah, don't want to be part of it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And you're still selling them for 95 an NFT?
Yeah, if you want it, yeah. I like I said, I haven't really looked at it for about 3 weeks, but like if you want them, they're yours if you're interested.
Okay. Yeah, I can take 2 more from you this week.
Okay, we'll talk offline.
Yeah, I'd like to take them all at once, but I just I can't swing that.
Okay, no problem.
Is your algo zone different? Where's yours going to negative and others are going to, is it a different broker?
No, I'm in the broker that was recommended by Nick. He said the only broker that this works with fee-wise is Lyrinx, so I went out and stood up a Lyrinx account. And then they had different levels of accounts out there, and I was like, so do I get standard or pro? And he told me, and I was like, okay, that's what I got. And I still don't see the results that he keeps posting in Telegram. So I have zero faith in that project that it's ever going to turn around, personally. So some of his other stuff might do better, but that one's not doing great.
I thought there was a posting in there. Ryan Rieger. I don't know. I'll find it and send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Why that time?
Yeah, well, I know when he had that one blueprint YouTube that one day with James Pelton. I mean, he was all over the place, but when he was talking about it, he was saying, we know it's not working right, but it's going to be working right. We're shifting it. We're optimistic about it. We're going to be making some changes. And then he changed the subject. So it's been about a month since that blueprint. You know, I was like, okay, great. If you're going to change it, change it. You know, so I gave him another month and still hasn't happened. So I need to take that money and go put it in a farm somewhere, and I'll do better.
Yeah, you will. You all over those farms, guy. Yeah.
Hey,
It's
Tony,
great.
you blurred us out. What restaurant are you at?
Tony. Not listening. Tony, unmute.
I'm actually working. And
Oh.
I'm at a doing outreach at a taco place. So that's why I keep being on the alert. Nodding my head everywhere. Yeah. So yeah.
As long as you're not showing tacos, that's a little too much.
No tacos. I can just smell them. It smells really good.
You should have told Travis that you're at a taco place, man. That would have made his day. He loves tacos.
He loves tacos. I
Yes.
love tacos too. Any kind of tacos.
Yeah, my favorite's carne asada.
Oh yeah, those are the best.
Cool. All righty. Well, I have to jump off to another meeting. So I think that might kill the Zoom for everybody.
Yeah.
Already. Appreciate it. Appreciate your advice on the farms and everything.
Yep.
Fun. Good to see you, Tony. Good to see you, Sharon.
Good to see everybody. Yeah.
Good to see y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.